Here are 3 easy things that you can start doing right now to become more grateful and appreciative in your life. The first thing you can do to become more grateful is to take something that you love and take it out of your life. The second thing that you can do to become more grateful is to make the small things big. And the third thing that you can do is to gratitude journal every single day. If that's all that you wanted to hear, you can leave the video. If you want me to explain each of them and to go more into depth, then stay. So the first thing to become more grateful in your life is to take something that you love and take it out of your life. When you do that, think about how much your life would change. How drastically it would change. Think about how it would affect you. That could be physically, mentally, psychologically, spiritually, and in any way possible. Just think about the profound impact that it's going to have on you. And when I tell people this, they're like, they kind of feel a little guilty when thinking about it, because they think, oh, I'm just thinking of myself. I'm being very selfish. That is okay. It's okay to be selfish. It's okay to be selfish, trust me. So, for an example for this is, for me, is me and my dad, we cut the yard, right? This is kind of a silly example, but I mean, it makes sense. It's something that I am more grateful for. I'm grateful for my dad a lot more because of this reason. So me and my dad cut the yard, right? And it's summer right now, so we have to cut like every single fucking week. And you know how dads are. It's like I'm off for a day and I have all the stuff I have planned that I'm going to record videos, I'm going to edit, I'm going to post on social media, I'm going to read, do research. And he comes and he's like, hey, let's go cut the yard right now. And it's like fucking 2 o'clock in the day, like one of the hottest part of the day, and there's mosquitoes outside, and he's just like, let's just do it. It's like, bro, that's just how dads are, unfortunately. But anyway, so we have a system for cutting the yard, right? He cuts the majority of it with the lawnmower, and I cut the harder parts to get out of the yard with a push mower. So I do like the sides, I do the corners, all the little nooks and crannies that I kind of hard for a lawnmower to get into. And so that's how we cut the yard. And I just hate cutting the yard, period. It's not something I enjoy. No matter how big of it, how big of it I have to cut, or how small of it I have to cut. Either way, I hate it. And I just thought about this the other day because I still need to cut my part of the yard. I haven't done it. It's been like 2 or 3 days since my dad's cut, and he's probably gonna get at me really soon. But either way, that's not important. The thing is, I was thinking about this the other day. It was yesterday. Yeah, I was thinking about this yesterday. Is that how much more miserable would I be if my dad wasn't here? Let's say he died, and I would be the only man living in the house, and I would have to cut the whole fucking yard by myself. I'd have to learn how to get on that fucking lawnmower. I hate that lawnmower, bro. It's just loud, and it's just, I hate being outside when having to do this. It's like I can do manual labor outside, but my dad always picks the worst time of the day to do it. And anyway, but just how much I'd have to cut the whole fucking yard. It's like, hell no. That is not something I would want to do at all. My small parts of the yard that I do have to cut I become a lot more grateful that I just have to cut that part instead of the whole yard. You know what I'm saying? And so for that reason, I'm a lot more grateful for my dad and what he provides. It's just as simple as that. And this can be about taking something you love out of your life. So that could be people, that could be sports, that could be your passion, your hobbies, just anything that you love. It could even be something as simple as like protein or like eggs. It's like, bro, I want my fucking eggs, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, just these simple things that we overlook on the daily. Just actually look at it and take it out of your life and seriously think about how it would affect you, how it would affect everybody else. Also, if my dad died, I would have to work more than 40 hours a week. Right now I'm working about like 20 to 25-ish because I'm living with my parents and I don't really have any bills to pay. I have my car, I have my phone, but that's pretty much it, right? And I thought that was somebody I knew. Yeah, I don't really have that much to pay. But if my dad died, the one that provides, the one that pays for the house, that pays for the food, pays for everything that I am dependent on, then I would have to work a shit ton of hours. I'd have to get a job that pays a lot more than what I'm getting paid now. A job that I would probably hate, and I'd have to work 50 to 60 hours a week, and I wouldn't have as much time to do these videos, to pursue my passion, and it would just, that would be so fucking awful, bro. So that is another reason why I'm so grateful for my dad. And these reasons are selfish, but that's okay. As long as you are becoming more grateful, then that's the whole point, is to become, this video is to become more grateful. So take something that you love and take it out of your life and think about how that would affect you. Even if your reasons are selfish, it doesn't matter. Just be more grateful for the things that you do have right now. Second thing to become more grateful in life is to make the small things big. So dramatize the small things and sit with them. Let them really sink in. So the other day I was at work and, you know, I wasn't having the best day. I didn't really want to be there. I wanted to be recording videos, or I wanted to be reading. You know, I just wanted to be at the house, honestly. Honestly, I just wanted to be anywhere else besides work, right? And, you know, I was doing my thing, and then this old man comes up to me and one of my coworkers, and he says something like, at his age, he's 92 years old. He said that he's 92 years old. It's like, what the fuck? Anyway, 92-year-old man, and he comes up and he's like, at my age, he kind of mumbles a little bit. I don't really know what he said, but he said that at his age, he starts to see angels in his everyday life, in the small things that he sees every day. And he said that my coworker and my smiles just made his day so much brighter, and he's like, y'all two are, or there are angels working in y'all two right now. And I was just like, oh my gosh, bro. Like, bro, don't say that. Make go to son. It's like, I just jerked off 5 times before I got here. Don't say I'm an angel, man. No, I'm kidding about the jerking off, but it was just very unexpected. And so he was saying that we made his day, right? But by him saying that, he made my day so much better from that point on. The rest of my shift, I was happy, and it was like an instant mood change, because I started to focus on that small thing that happened. And when you do that, you become a lot more aware and appreciative of the small things in life. It can be something as simple as a stranger smiling when they walk past you. You know, when you're walking around and everybody's like just buried in their phones, you feel so like disconnected from everybody, like everybody's like living in their own world kind of. And that's what makes socializing and making friends a lot harder these days, is because everybody is too occupied in a fictional world on their phones. So it is something that used to be so common that like kind of was a given to do, like back in the early like 1950s, 40s times. Now, when you see someone smile when they walk past you, at least for me, that makes my day so much. And so that's why I try to do when I'm walking past people. If I notice that I'm just kind of like focusing on my thoughts, or I'm on my phone, I'm like, just stop real quick and just smile at the next person that's walking past you, because it makes my day. And somebody could see my smile and they think I'm a weirdo, or they think, oh, what a piece of shit, or whatever. People can be rude. I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to make their day better. If they don't want to be better, then that's not my problem, right? But there are some people like myself that when they see someone smile at them, it just makes them feel so much better and so much more like confident and self-assured, and it just makes their day. And it's just a good feeling to give off. And so notice the small things in your life and focus on them, and like really feel the emotions with it. Let it sink in. Let the emotions sink in. So this could be for any small thing. So something as simple as your mom making you lunch. That's what my mom does a lot, and it's just something every single day that she does, even though I've been making my own food recently, but still. And it's just something that she does every single day, and for pretty much my whole life, I would never say thank you. You know, it's just like, Mom, when's food coming? You know, like just complaining and whining, and then it finally comes, and I'm like, finally. I start serving, I take a shit ton of the food, and she's left with like barely anything, right? And just when you get the food, just say, thank you for making this, Mom. I really appreciate it. It's like, that will fill her heart so much, and you'll feel better too. Just these small things in life, these small wins that you can do to make people's days better and to make your day better as well. Small things matter. So when you see a small thing, just focus on it, and you will become a lot more grateful. And the last thing to become more grateful in your life is to gratitude journal. Gratitude journaling, there are many different ways of doing it, right? I've tried different ways of doing it. The best and most efficient way, and the way that I feel the benefits mostly from, where I feel more grateful in life, is when every single morning I write down 3 things that happened the day before that I am grateful for, right? So instead of waking up and just scrolling on your phone, scrolling on TikTok, scrolling on Instagram, or jerking off to like some porn, right? You start off your day with gratitude. It is the first thing that you are going to do when you wake up. Obviously, you can take a piss or whatever, or for me, it's take a shit in the morning. But after you do that, go back to your bed or go back to your desk or whatever, and get your gratitude journal. Write down the date. And don't do this on your phone. It matters that you do it with paper and a pen or a pencil, because on the phone, it's just not the same. I don't know how to explain it. It's just not. You're not as invested in it, I guess you could say. It just, something's about it more personal when you're actually taking the effort to write it down. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just crazy. I don't know. But yeah, so write down the date and write down 3 things that you are grateful for. This morning, I wrote down that I said I am grateful for hanging out with, I hung out with my brother and my 2 cousins yesterday. We went to go eat, and it was a great time. We were there for like 2.5 hours. It was a great time, had a lot of fun, so I was grateful for that. So that was like the first thing that came into my head this morning, so I wrote down that I was grateful for that. Then I wrote down that I am grateful for the people that made our food at the restaurant that we ate at, because the food was delicious and it was really good, and so I was grateful for the people that made it. So I wrote down that, and then I watched Oppenheimer. I watched Oppenheimer for the first time yesterday. I know it's been like maybe two years since it came out. I have not seen it yet. I watched it last night. I was all by myself, so I had like all the lights off in the house, and it was like my own movie theater, right? I was on the couch, I had my blanket, and I had my chocolates, and some water, and I just watched the movie. It was like fucking 3 hours long. I did not know it was gonna be that long, but it was a great movie. I love Christopher Nolan. I love the way he directs. I love Cillian Murphy. I don't know how to pronounce his first name, but Murphy guy. I love his acting. I love him on Peaky Blinders, on the Batman movies when he was Scarecrow. I love his acting. He's kind of a scary bitch, but you know, that's what makes him respectable at the same time. And then I love Robert Downey Jr., Matt Damon. It was just like the whole movie was just so fucking good, right? A great story, and it was just awesome. It was just awesome to watch. Anyway, so I wrote down this morning that I was grateful for that experience. I was grateful for literally everything I just said. I wrote down I'm grateful for watching Oppenheimer, but that included every single thing in it as well. And so that's literally what you need to do. You need to wake up, get a notepad or a journal or whatever, write down with a pen or paper what you are grateful for. 3 things that you are grateful for that happened the day before. And so it's a time of reflection. It's a time of just appreciation, gratefulness, right? And trust me, once you do these 3 things, when you start to take something you love out of your life and think about how that would impact you, when you make the small things big, and when you gratitude journal every single day, your life will become so much better and so much more fulfilling and rich. You will become grateful for the small things, like I said. You see someone smile, and that will fill your day. You will, this has happened to me. You will find a leaf and you'll pick it up, and you're kind of like rip it in half or something like that, and you feel that sensation. It's an oddly satisfying sensation, and you'll become grateful for that, and it will just make you happier for some reason. And it might sound crazy to some people, but trust me, once you start doing these 3 things that I told you to do to become more grateful, you will become a lot more grateful for everything. And you'll eventually get to the point where you become grateful for hard things in your life, and maybe past traumas that have happened to you, things that you regretted for most of your life. You will start to appreciate them. It's weird, but trust me, you'll know what I'm talking about when you do it. So if you want to become more grateful like I am, where I'm genuinely happier every single day and is more appreciative for everything in life, then take something you love out of your life, make the small things big, and gratitude journal every single day. My name is Matthew, and I will see you. No, shoot. If you like this video, like and subscribe, do all that shit. Follow me on Instagram, blah, 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 blah. And I will see you guys later. There you go.